we're back. We're almost to the property. I seriously doubt there's water available in that ditch, even in the rainy times. But it would be cool if there was, you know. And our mushroom greenhouse is now ready to be up and running. Wow, not even a full. How do you even get inside is the question. There we go. Right, so let's activate and activate. And we're just going to set them to selling until we have something that can, till we buy forks, or maybe just leave them selling always. Because there's not a huge difference. And hopefully that'll just be a little bit of money that's rocking in my stuff. Is there a way to close these things? I don't think the mushrooms want. I don't think the mushrooms should actually be open like this. But I guess they're gonna be open. All right. Yeah. So, plan. What's the plan, man? We have a lot of money to make in order to possibly hook up a way to plant this with something. So I'm not sure what to do here. We'll look. Well, let's go sleep, actually, and we'll be right back. All right, we've had a sleep, and now we're gonna look at the. Well, first we'll have a look at the sale, even though we still can't afford anything. That would be awesome. I'm never gonna get there in time, but it would be awesome. Um, and then we're gonna have a look and do a little bit of plotting. Uh, so if we are looking at being able to do, okay, baling round balers, the bio baler is 100 grand, which is the cheaper option. Um, we go look at the wood forestry stuff. Um, yeah, so now we're at 130 grand for the planter and the bio baler, and so then we would need money for poplar, not much, okay. And that would get us to the point of being able to do that. Now the bio baler, I don't remember where the headers for the other way of doing poplar are. Not in that MISC. Not in that MISC. But yeah, I don't remember where they are, and I know it's a kind of a weird, hard thing to find. So I'm not going to dig around and look for it right now. Just know that it's way more expensive. The bio baler needs 200 horsepower, and our tractor is the John Deere 3650 with 116. So we'd also need a tractor with 200 horsepower on it. So we're looking more in the upper end of small if we're lucky. Nope. So then that's lower end of medium. Well, a Challenger, okay, 58. So about 200,000, for what we're looking for here, in order to get set up to do basic poplar. We've got the forks. We just need the pallet forks. We've got the standard um, front loader stuff on the tractor already, so I know these tractors aren't the best. The Challenger and Whites are the same tractor, but you know, they are the cheapest. Right. We need pallet forks, so 1,700. That still doesn't mess up our $200,000 goal. Now, $200,000 at $2,000 of per contract, which is around the contracts we've been getting, is quite a little bit. I wonder if it might be worth it to do a wood transport. We buy the log fork. Man, that's a cheap one. But wow, there are not a lot of contracts. So at this rate, we're talking about 100 contracts. I don't know how much a month I'm gonna make on that little guy. While we're talking about it, might as well go do that. Now, maybe I should get a sawmill next instead of the poplar stuff. I could plonk down a little 36K sawmill and actually do something with the deadwood that's useful. I think that seems like a good plan. I did say I was going to see if we could get water out of this ditch. And I was correct in assuming that the answer is no. We'll just drive up the ditch a little bit and see. Yeah, that ain't happening. And if we look at the map, we are talking... There's water way up there. And way down there. And out there. That was the easiest water I've found so far. And it's not so terrible. But at the same time, it's not the best either. Now, I could get a tiny rice field plot just big enough to stick the back end of the trailer in, and I might even be able to put it in the ditch here, but that's only valid some of the month, and with the usage here, I think we're actually fine. I'm gonna stash this. We're not using the that output area since we're on cell, so I might as well just toss the water trailer down there, and now you'll finally get to see how terrible my backing up skills are. I'm better at this in real life than I am in Farming Simulator, but that's a fine spot. And right, I could go get that and I could store the wood. Yeah, alright, well, I will see you when I'm done with that deadwood contract and have made some other decisions. So since this contract was so close to, wow, yeah, driving and talking, it's hard. since this contract was so close to the carpentry up here at the north end of town already, I thought I would just quickly show how much the effort is not really worth it, and maybe see if they fixed it anyway. But yeah, so we've got something over there, but I believe this is the actual sawmill. And am I right? Or no, this is produce? This is produce. That's the carpentry. Okay. Yeah, I was going to the right place last time. So this is 2 trees from that cheap deadwood contract. I haven't finished it yet, but I just wanted to sell 2 trees and see. We go sell them here. All right, here we go. Yep, 298 for what accounted to about 5 minutes of work. But if I had just done that and finished it, I'd be on to other things now. So, all right, back to finishing this deadwood contract the old way. I'm not going to bother selling the wood yet. When I have my sawmill, I will. And maybe that's the next thing to get, rather than a whole poplar set up for 200 grand, because the sawmill is, the cheap sawmill is only 36 instead of all the equipment for poplar for 200. I think once we can get to poplar, that's going to finance a whole lot. But I'll see when I'm done with this, or maybe I'll take some more contracts. Bye. All right, that was 3 contracts, um, netting us about 4 grand. And a suspicion I had that the field completes itself once you've collected is correct. So I need about 30 more grand, plus enough for log works and maybe a better trailer. I'm just gonna do a bunch of contracts and come back to y'all when I have an actual, when I have enough money to move on. Um, right. So this thing, I don't think has sold anything yet. No, Enoki had 17 earlier, so I think we might have actually sold an Enoki pallet for a couple hundred, which is cool. But yeah, so I'll see you back when I have some money, and we can actually get that sawmill and start pulling deadwood in, because that's what I'm gonna do with it. I'm not gonna buy tree land. I'm just gonna fill it with deadwood, and that ought to really help. So, yep. All right. So the contracts are not coming in the way I wanted them to. There's one more cultivation contract here. I'll grab it, but in the meantime, I realize I'm not actually going to be doing a lot of harvesting. I can make decent money on cultivating contracts and deadwood contracts, so I'm actually going to sell that combine. I think it was the wrong choice of a purchase to start this one, especially since I'm going to be going for going for a different. I mean, maybe someday later I'll actually start growing arable fields and I'll need a combine, but I'm guessing I can finance that on wood at that point. In the meantime, this thing is just sitting here in a field deprecating in value and is just not worth it. I can get that sawmill and and everything else. So I'll see you when I get to the store. All right, now that we're at the store, it's time to sell this Massey kit and get a sawmill and something else. Um, the stuff for the tractor to carry logs, maybe a trailer of some sort. But we are going to. I guess we can't repaint it, so we won't get that extra. But yeah, it's worth 85 grand. That's yeah. Or 78 grand. All right. We'll repaint that because yeah, you get a little bit more when you repaint them. Repaint, repair, and sell. Okay, now we have enough to actually get our sawmill and a log fork. So we'll buy the log fork and we'll buy what will we buy? Buy a trailer. Okay, this would be the logical trailer. Although one of these guys wouldn't be bad either. I wonder if there's yeah, that guy is hmm. No, that's also a spinny one. Um so length on this thing. Can't even really tell. Hmm. Yeah, we get that. Yeah, that'll work. No extension. And that'll work for the bio bales once we actually farm up enough in deadwood sawmill type things. Yep, and we also want pallet work because we are going to sell the wood products the quote hard way. But yeah, and I think also we're gonna need a rear weight. I mean, I guess we could just use the cultivator for a rear weight, but got money burning a hole in my pocket. Actually, I think the cultivator will make a great rear weight. A winch for getting full-size logs out to the... Nah. Well, I already have too many things pulling and everything. We could get the tree planter now. We're just gonna hold on to this money for a minute. Oh. Oh, you know what? Oh, wait's a better idea, because this cultivator is big. Now, where do we put the sawmill? Where's our little sawmill? There he is. Look at him, he's so cute. Alright. So that's our input, and that's our output. Is there a way to raise these things up? No, there isn't, really. Alright. We do it there, it's gonna dig in. We do it there, it's gonna dig in. I think we're gonna have to do some terraforming anyway. I've got the terraform anywhere mod, so at least I can kind of fix this up once I place it. Yeah, we'll pull in and drop the wood. That seems like a good plan to me. Alright, so now let's go to landscaping and fix this. Just smoothing. Serious smoothing. Let's get this fully smooth. Smooth as a baby's bottom. Alright. I think that's as smooth as she's gonna get. Yeah, that's not bad. Not terrible. And sure, I have runoff going right through my sawmill, but whatever. Although that's gonna annoy me. So it's time to get the painting out. Well, on that end won't annoy me, but that one will. Let's get some asphalt down. A little more, a little extra there. Yeah, that'll be good. Alright. So now we can fill this thing with good stuff. I do have to get a weight because, yeah, I haven't looked at the sale today. Nothing we can afford. Okay, weights. I think something heavy. 1100. I think maybe 1500. good. And I like to paint my weights bright so I can see them in the grass when I drop them off randomly in the wrong spot. And they get all hidden. They won't be because it's bright orange. What orange is that? What's it called? Shooting orange, huh? Alright, well, that's cool. Let's buy it. Okay. So now we can put the weight on the front and go get the trailer. We'll leave the pallet forks for now. And look for the church. There's the church. And hopefully a deadwood contract comes up soon. I know I took that cultivating contract I still need to go do. But I'll do that sometime soon. But first we need to get all this equipment. Excuse me, sir. I'm driving here. Ah. There's not very good looking houses right there. It's almost trailer park level. Alright, so we gotta pick up our log fork. First, and then we gotta lift this thing up. And that's the wrong direction. Alright. Gotta put this on the front, because I don't think I can take a trailer with the weight. Then on site, we'll grab. Alright, new kit. Now, do we have a new deadwood contract yet? Yes, we do, and it's a big one. And it's way out there to the east. So we'll take it and go do it. And I'll see you when we get back. You know, we were driving to the deadwood contract and I saw this thing. I thought I'd just go up and see what that's about. It's like some sort of not a fire watch station, I don't think. I think it's just an observation tower to look out over the wetlands. Look at that. Well, I didn't say I couldn't collect these things. Hopefully it's not too much money. Yep, good. Might as well, right? That's probably 30 minutes real-time contract work right there. So this map does have collectibles, which I wasn't sure if it did or not. But that's cool. We've got our first collectible. And a welcome little boost. Oh, I'm not going to go hunting collectibles by any means, but if I see one, I will pick it up. Alright, let me lay this thing down that way. Alright, we want her to fall that way. Ish. Alright, well that worked, kinda. Now the question is, can we get can we get this whole log on this trailer? That's gonna make it kinda crazy. Right, now if we can remember how to use the thing, right? Right. Now the one redeeming feature of deadwood in its lightness is that it's actually easy to manipulate. We're gonna latch this thing down over there. Yep. Now, do we want to bring trailers around? I really don't want to spend 20 minutes every time swapping. So, swapping the weight, you know, from the front to the back and blah, blah, blah. So, can we actually hook it up? We can. Awesome. That is really good. That is our savior right there. Let's see. We again drop it to the right, or to the left actually, once we're facing it, we can just go pick it up and put it right on there. Now, I know these deadwood contracts have a time limit, so hopefully I don't spend too long messing around on it. I thought they had a time limit, but this one doesn't seem to have any time listing, so maybe we're lucked out and this doesn't have a time limit. Right. I think I lucked out on getting the weight that actually can take trailers. I think it's actually not that all weights can take trailers, but that the one I got actually can take trailers. So that's good. And yeah, I will come back to you when we've got all these guys loaded up. Well, it's getting late in the day, and these last couple of logs I'm not going to be able to do anything with in the sawmill. I'm definitely going to fill up the sawmill as it is, so there's not really much reason to keeping them since I can't collect on the deadwood contract and get another one until this wood has been processed. Anyway, due to how these contracts work, the wood disappears even off your trailer or off your property as soon as you turn it in. So there's no point. We will collect this. We will collect that collectible though. Which, now that I know what they look like, I'm seeing them everywhere. Alright, so we got this one more here, and then we can't collect on that contract. At least I hope this is one more. Okay, good. So we loaded up a few logs and discovered our weight can connect to the trailer, which is awesome, as I was saying. And now we got to drive back to the property and start dumping these guys into that sawmill. I think, what are we stuck on? Okay. Gotta remember that we are really, really long. No sharp corners for us. Ha! Yeah. Alright. Let's try getting rid of some of these. Nothing like dropping a log right across your your road, right? I mean, it wouldn't be a problem if I wasn't pulling such a big load, but alright, you're out of my way. Let's try this now. We're gonna have to kind of go wide. We're just gonna have to go through this sign. Imagine if a train came through right now. I wonder if Poland requires the little red flags on the back. Well, I hope we don't get pulled over. That's all I gotta say about that one. We're still pretty much in the extreme north as far as I know. Extreme north of the map, so we should just be able to come around on these main roads and be a little less tricky getting through here. Certainly gets dark early, but I guess it is December, so. Yeah, I think I made the right decision getting rid of the harvester. I think buying it to begin with was the wrong decision, and that I could have actually probably set myself up for poplar from the start. I don't know if you can actually get poplar together on 250,000, but might have been closer anyway. So I guess we'll put as many of these as we can, and then we'll sleep. As many of these can to the sawmill is what I mean. Alright, so if we're gonna make this whole setup, I think, yeah, I think going, I think cutting this corner and kind of cheating through the park a little bit is gonna be our best option. If we just go straight through here, what's the worst could happen? We get a ticket maybe? Go straight through here, and then we cut that corner, and we can just pull right up on the sawmill. Now, this sawmill, as opposed to the bigger one, just auto takes wood that you pop into it, that you bring into the trigger. So if I set this up in the right direction, which I can't even remember now, I won't have to turn around. Yeah, perfect. We just roll up right here. Looks like I kind of actually am a little bit turned. Yeah, there we go. It took all of it. Maybe I should have grabbed the other two logs, but I'm not gonna now. Oh, it got it. Good. Right. Well, 12,000 liters is better than none. I guess we'll just leave the truck and trailer, well, the tractor and trailer here. And we'll spend the night over at our friend's place. And we'll worry about that contract and whether or not we can complete it, that other contract, tomorrow. I guess because I got all of that wood into there, I might as well just collect this and have more wood available tomorrow. I'm going to cancel that cultivation contract because I don't have time today. Yeah, mission was collected. Okay. So now we can head over and sleep again and see what kind of money comes in. Oh, I did not actually activate that. Wow, that was close. All right. Well, just activate, let's see, 24 cycles a month. I guess we'll activate everything. And we will just do selling for now. Again, so that we don't have to. No, actually, we have the pallets. Yeah, we'll be better off. I'm going to sell it tomorrow anyway. Yeah, we're just sell it. We'll just sell it. We'll just sell it. for now. Soon, though. Soon we will actually put it on trailers and transport it. Right. So how much did we use? 1,000. This guy is pretty slow. But we did make some decent money. Uh, 1,000 sold products for, let's see, contracts 6,000, MISC 10,000. Not sure what that's from. And sold products. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, and so that'll be it for today. And I'll see you next time when we go get more wood, probably, and work towards the next bit of kit we need. That bio baler, right? The bio baler, is that what we're doing next? For 100 grand. Yep, have a good one, guys. We're starting to look up. Things are definitely starting to look up.